Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stan. Happy birthday to you. Yay! All right, now come on, open presents, open presents. Yeah, open mine first, Stan. It's the red one. Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine?
Here you go, sweetie.
Yay! Wait, it's Stan's birthday.
Yes, every time somebody gets a birthday present,
Space Marine players
gets one too. Otherwise, he gets a little upset.
What I get? Oh, God. Oh, cool Legos. Thanks, Butters. I know how you like Legos. Happy birthday. Oh, cool. I got a racing game for Xbox. You guys see that? Cool, huh?
Okay, I'm late to the party, but essentially GW released a couple days back some more Space Wolves for the Space Wolf refresh. And I just want to say it right off the bat, these look great. Are they over detailed? Absolutely. But these look amazing. These look really good. I like every single one of them. I think it really fits the theme of like a space Viking more than what previously existed. And while they will probably be overpriced, these look completely different from what we've gotten before. And I think that's a big part of the appeal. And I think that's why these at least these new ones specifically will be very successful. These will most definitely sell. But it got me thinking, will we be getting other range refreshes to the same level of attention to this? And I think my answer to that is probably not. And one of the reasons is because these are Space Marines. It is no secret that GW has favoritism towards Space Marines. This also includes Chaos Space Marines, but to a lesser extent. But I started to wonder, what if people see this and then expect, hey, are we gonna get Salamanders at some point in the future? Are we gonna get Imperial Fists some point in the future? Raven Guard. And I know there was that one leak, well, not a leak, but there was that one roadmap they released at the end of the Adepticon that teases those factions, those sub factions. But I think those are just going to be models. I don't think they're going to be like specific codexes. But my hope, or rather my cope, is that we get those models, because there's a desperate need for diversity within the Space Marine legions. Everything looks homogenous, everything looks the same. There's no distinction outside of color as to what chapter you are. And while I understand, Space Marines are a cohesive, organized faction, there's a certain level of similarity that exists across the board. I get that. But the legions themselves have such a long history that they look different. Blood Angel looks very different from a Dark Angel, and I don't think GW has really used that to their advantage to design unique models. I mean, hell, you have the Blood Angel refresh a couple months back that just was severely disappointing. If only they've gotten the same level of love that the Space Wolves have gotten right now, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It also got me thinking, what's the deal with them not releasing complete ranges for other factions as well? Because right now they've announced the two infantry models for Space Wolves, an elite model in the form of the Head Takers, their leader, and now they're getting their Terminators. What about the other factions that also need their full ranges? Because Space Wolves at this point are only missing 3 units. They're missing their Psyker unit, which is the Rune Priest. They're missing their Cavalry unit, which is the Thunderwolf Riders. And they're also missing the Wolfen. Once you add those 3, that's it. You have the full Space Wolf range. Other older factions don't even have that. I mean, the biggest example of that is the World Eaters. They still don't have their Terminator unit. I was hoping they would reveal their Terminator during Adepticon, but all we got was another 8-bound. Which, the 8-bound, Exalted 8-bound and 8-bound are essentially the same thing. They look the same. You can't even tell them apart on the battlefield. it's hilarious that they got away with that. But they need their Terminator. And the thing is, there's justification for World Leaders Terminators to exist. We have them in the lore. They're called the Red Butchers. They existed in 30K and they exist in 40K. GW, where are the Red Butchers? And to a lesser extent, same thing happens with Emperor's Children. Even though they're brand new, all right. I'm not saying that the Emperor's Children release is bad. I understand they're gonna release it down. Though the Terminator, their chaff unit, and hopefully, I hope we get a Noise Marine Dreadnought. That'd be awesome. But given that they took away the Chaos Dreadnought, the Hellbrute, from the Codex, I have my doubts. I have my doubts because they took it away from Emperor's Children. I have my doubts that they'll introduce a Sonic Dreadnought. And I just have to sit there and just think to myself, what's the thought process here? Are they seriously just going to release half ranges for things that aren't Space Marines so we can buy them down the line? Or are we literally getting blueballed? I don't understand, because they've clearly shown they have the capacity to do it. They're like, in a span of a month, they like announced these models. It's like, hey, we have the full Space Wolf refresh, everything, and I'm expecting, full on expecting, that before year's end, we're gonna get the Thunderwolf Riders, we're gonna get the Wolf Priest, we're gonna get the Wolfen, and I would bet $100 we're gonna get Lehman Russ back before we get any other complete faction for any other complete model for any other faction. Guaranteed. Why? Because GW has Space Marine favoritism, and I know it's a meme. I know this has happened before. I was just hoping this wasn't the case, but the more I see it, the more I come to realize, yes, if you're not playing Space Marines, you're gonna be sitting there waiting for a very, very long time. And that's not good. That's not good for the game. That said, if you're a Space Wolf player, this is your year. Year of chaos. Nah, bro, it's the year of Space Marines, specifically Space Wolves. Go have fun. You're gonna have a great time. Well, on a side note, we got a racially distinct Space Wolves. That's whew, I had a laugh when this was revealed. Crazy. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.